We may be vulnerable, but we are not incapable. The Philippines and other nations in the Climate Vulnerable Forum are committed to making the world a safer and livable place for future generations. We know how it is to become victims of a phenomenon we did not cause. We do not want our children or anyone's children to be victims as well. We can talk about the climate change laws we've passed and all the efforts to build resilience and the attention we've paid to increasing the share of renewable energy in our country. None of this really matters if Paris does not deliver the agreement that sets all of us on the road to a safe future. What good is a list of achievements if Paris fails to set a target that aims for 1.5 degrees Celsius? If Paris fails to set clear long-term goals, if the outcome in Paris is mute about the absolutely undeniable need for global decarbonization by or before 2050, all the efforts of vulnerable countries will not be enough to stem the crisis. We, in the Climate Vulnerable Forum, have come together so that others may act with a greater sense of urgency. We are calling for more ambitious plans domestically, if only to give the gift of greater ambition to those among you who are in a position to deliver not only drastic reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, but also in urgently needed climate finance. Paris must aim for nothing less than a transformation of the global economy. When we say the age of fossil fuels must end, we should see Paris as a milestone that should set all of us on this course. We need Paris to deliver loss and damage in a way that does more than just confirm the Warsaw Mechanism. It must already set in motion steps that develop innovative finance approaches able to respond to the impacts that are beyond the reach of adaptation. We need Paris to send the strongest possible signal to the private sector. It is in the realm of sustainable investments where business is most urgently needed. We must penalize coal enterprises for the pollution they engender. Let Paris be the signal to set the shift of finance to clean, reliable, accessible, affordable, renewable energy. The Climate Vulnerable Forum welcomes other vulnerable nations that wish to become part of the forum, and we ask developed countries to support us. It is no longer a philosophy of to each his own. It is not only a matter of economy or policy. It is actually an issue of humanity. It is an issue of conscience. The truth is, there are no borders, and we all know that. We are all connected, and we suffer the consequences of climate change all together. This is not the time for restraint. This is not the time to wag the finger of indictment. This is the moment for collective and urgent climate action. At this point, I wish to take this opportunity to express my most profound admiration and gratitude to the Special Representative of the UN Secretary General for Disaster Risk Reduction, Ms. Margareta Wallström, who has been most instrumental and supportive in all our initiatives to strengthen resilience of the various institutions in my country. Margareta, yes, you've ably led the UNISDR in empowering nations, business, communities, individuals, and the whole of society to build safer communities. And I thank you for the trust and the confidence you've given me as the global champion for resilience. May the road to Paris lead the world to a brighter and resilient future.